guys, and welcome back to Slayyy All Dayyy with Alyssa Hake. And today we're going to do a story time. So, just to give you a little backstory, at about age, I want to say 15, my mom got a new job as National Accounts Manager for a big insurance company, and I didn't want to go. I had already established my friends and my little clique here in North Carolina, and so I didn't want to move to Tennessee where her new job was going to be. So I stayed with my grandmother, my maternal grandmother and grandfather. And yeah, so I was going to a new school. Now, the school that I was going to prior to the move was a predominantly Caucasian school. And and that's where I had been for, all of middle school, and then you kind of matriculated from the middle school across the way to the high school. So I went to the high school that I went to, very popular high school here in my city, and it was it was predominantly African American. And the pictures that were painted of it, if you had never been there, was kind of like Lean on Me. Okay? So, when I got there, it was like a really big cultural shock for me because it was just a lot different than where I had come from. So, I'm there. I'm the new girl there, and a lot of these kids, though, I knew from elementary school. We had gone to elementary school together, and then when my mother moved further out to the northeast side of town, excuse me, guys. Okay. When my mother moved to the northeast side of town, it's when I went to a different school away from my friends from elementary school. So it was kind of cool to get to see them and to know them. And so here I am at this new school. Of course, I'm the new girl. So, everybody's asking me a lot of questions and things like that. And I'm making friends. Okay. So I want to say toward the end of my 9th grade year, I'm at home chilling and I get a phone call. Okay? And the phone call is from this guy that I used to talk to when I was going to the other school. And so he called me and he said, hey, what's up with you? I need to keep you safe from them dudes at your new school. I miss you, yada, yada, yada. Let's hang out. So I'm like, I don't know. First of all, I'm in the 9th grade. I'm not supposed to be hanging out with any boys whatsoever. None. But you know how we do. We, ducked and dodged and all that. So we were getting out of school early that next week. And I said, well, why don't you just pick me up from school? Because at this point, I'm a 9th grader, so he's like in the 11th grade. And he said, okay, cool. So, the early dismissal day comes. And I'm coming out of the school. I see him parked on the side, so I'll go over there and get in the car. Well, as soon as I got in the car, this other car pulls right behind us, like screeches up, right behind us. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? And he gets out the car, and this girl gets out the car. And the girl was like going off on him. This what you doing? This what you doing? And he was like, yeah, whatever. They had a little conversation. He got in the car and we drove off. So I'm like, is everything cool? Is everything good? Like, who was that? And he was like, oh, just this girl that likes me or whatever, but I don't like her. It ain't no big thing. And I was like, she followed you over here? And he was like, I guess. You guess. Wait, stop. So we're driving along. We're about to go get something to eat, and I noticed that this car is still behind us. And I mean, right behind us. So he gets on the highway, and we're like having this high-speed chase. He's ducking and dodging, and I have motion sickness issues. So he's ducking and dodging. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So we go all the way out toward the airport, which is way out. and he dodges off on this exit, and she dodges off right behind him, and we pull into this like little gravel area, and then there's this guardrail, right? So we're in this area. It's her and two other girls in her car. So she gets out and opens up my car door. So I'm like, oh hell, it's about to go down. He comes right behind her and closes the car door. She opens it again. He closes it again. She opens it yet again. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to get out. And he was like, don't you move. He locked the door. He closed it again. She was like, oh, she ain't gonna fight for you. She ain't gonna fight for you. Now I'm thinking to myself, hell no, I ain't gonna fight for him. It ain't my boo like that. You know, we just kicking it. So they go back and forth fussing and fighting. And see, I would page him and stuff like that, and he would call me back. So she's like, give me my pager. Give me my pager. So I'm like, oh, so it's more than she just like you. Y'all been together. So he takes her pager and he throws it. And she is just screaming and hollering. Her hair is all over everywhere. I mean, honey, she was looking a hot dog mess, child. I mean, just going off. And her friends are hyping her up. And so she runs towards him and charges him. And I'm like, ooh, okay. This is about to get serious. And at this time in my 9th grade year, cell phones weren't that prevalent. So, you know, I'm like, okay, what's going on here? I'm getting a little antsy. So she charges him, and he moves out of the way. And she charges him again, and he again moves out of the way. And this time when she charges him, I don't know if she caught him off guard or if he was just tired of the back and the forth end, but he flips her over the guardrail. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here, but I gotta get out of here. So he flips over the guardrail. She gets up, leaves and stuff all in her hair. And she's like, F you, it's over with. Da-da-da-da. He was like, it's been over. He gets in the car, and we drive off, right? And he was like, you still want to get something to eat? I was like, I want to go home. And he was like, well, you know, I really want to talk to you about the situation. I was like, no, it's okay. It is okay. I just want to go home. And he was like, well, I know that if when I take you home, you ain't never going to want to talk to me again. Now, you just flipped this chick over the guardrail. So I'm really not about to tell you I don't want to talk to you no more. Because I don't know what you're going to do to me because now I'm inside this car with you. So I was like, no, it ain't no big deal. You know, I just really want to go home. You know, nothing major. I'll call you later. So he takes me home. Honey, every place I had written down that page number, I erased it, tore it up, threw it away. You flipping chicks over the guardrail. And you mad with her because she trying to figure out what you doing. When she financing your pager and y'all supposed to be going together or whatever, and you gonna flip her over the guardrail? What I have learned in my 35 years of life is the way you get a person is the way you lose a person. I'm not trying to take you from this chick. First of all, I don't really like you like that. Like, you're a cool dude to hang around with, but I don't really like you like that. So, yeah, that was my he flipped her over the guardrail story. Other cute story times coming to you soon. And I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Toodles.